Buenos dias and welcome to a brand new episode of the Tech Today show. Now, as you can see the backdrop, it is exotic indeed, right? I am in Barcelona city for the launch of a new smartphone that is changing the way that you do photography. We'll talk more about that on the show. But the big story is going to be about how to use tech to reduce pollution, because I am in fresh and clean air, but some people in Delhi and also some parts of India don't have that opportunity. So we'll talk about how tech can help with that. And also, if you're traveling, what kind of gadgets should you carry? I'll give some recommendations. Maybe they will help you on your next trip. This is Cyrus, and let's kick off a brand new episode of the Tech Today show. First, the headlines. Amazon is gearing up for one of its biggest layoffs in years. Around 14,000 people are set to lose their jobs. The cuts span multiple divisions, including Alexa, Prime Video, and cloud operations. Analysts warn that with AI and automation reshaping workflows, job losses could double to 30,000 next year. Amazon says the move is part of a larger restructuring to stay competitive in the AI age. OpenAI has announced a special rollout for India, a free one-year ChatGPT Go subscription for every user. The plan gives access to faster responses, better reasoning, and priority features usually reserved for paying customers. India becomes the first market to receive such a large-scale upgrade. Experts see this as a push to strengthen OpenAI's footprint in one of its fastest-growing user bases. American-Norwegian robotics firm 1X Technologies has unveiled Neo, a humanoid robot built to assist around the house. Neo can handle everyday chores, from tidying up to helping with cooking, while learning from your habits. The company says the robot is designed to work safely and naturally alongside humans. Elon Musk has introduced Grokpedia, a new AI-powered encyclopedia created by his company xAI. The platform uses Musk's chatbot Grok to generate, verify, and update information in real time. Grokpedia aims to rival Wikipedia by blending machine learning with user feedback. Musk claims it will evolve faster than traditional platforms without human editors slowing it down. And Uber is taking a major leap into automation, planning to put 100,000 self-driving cars on roads by 2027. The company says autonomous vehicles will make rides cheaper, safer, and more efficient. But the announcement has sparked anxiety among human drivers worried about losing work. Uber insists the shift will happen gradually, with AI cars working alongside human partners for now. See the clouds behind me? These are natural clouds and they serve different purposes like clean the air, make the environment cooler. But did you know that clouds can be created artificially as well? And we are doing it in the capital because of the excess pollution. Now, how does this technology really work? What is the science behind it? Let's find out in this segment. As we all know, Delhi's air quality is among the worst in the world, a recurring health crisis that returns every winter. Fine particulate matter, PM 2.5 and PM 10, routinely crosses safe limits. The air quality index is typically the worst in winters, especially in November. That means the air you breathe outdoors could trigger irritation, breathlessness, or worse, it can cause long-term damage. Over the years, governments have tried everything. The odd-even car rule, construction bans, anti-smog guns, crop burning crackdowns, and yet the haze never really lifts. This time, we are taking the fight to the skies. So what exactly is cloud seeding? It's a weather modification technique. A specially designed aircraft flies into moisture-heavy clouds and releases chemicals like silver iodide or salt particles. These act as tiny nuclei around which water droplets form, eventually leading to rainfall. On paper, it sounds like the perfect reset, using technology and science to summon rain that can wash out pollutants and bring down PM levels. In Delhi's case, the project was cleared at a cost of 3.21 crore, approved by the cabinet earlier this year. And it is being executed by IIT Kanpur, which has studied rain enhancement for years.
So ये totally glass cockpit है?
As part of this project, on 28th of October, IIT Kanpur successfully executed one cloud seeding operation over Delhi, a corridor measuring roughly 25 nautical miles in length and 4 nautical miles in width, with the largest distance covered between Khekra and little north of Buradi. The operation was conducted using Cessna 206H aircraft fitted with salt-based and silver iodide flares to induce rain. The aircraft is a single-engine piston aircraft designed for utility with a lower price point and simpler operation. While in countries like China, where they use cloud seeding for a variety of purposes like increasing rainfall during droughts, mitigating hail and clearing pollution, they use the King Air 350, a twin turboprop with significantly higher speed, range, payload and operating ceiling than the piston engine Cessna 206H. However, this cloud seeding operation in Delhi saw limited success, mainly due to low cloud moisture around 15%, where data shows a momentary drop in PM 2.5 and PM 10 levels, but let's just say it wasn't as successful as thought.
We did not get a lot of cloud moisture, it was only around 15%. So with that low moisture content, the possibility of making it rain is very small. So we did not achieve success from that perspective. Our data shows that there has been some reduction between 6 to 10% in PM 2.5 and PM 10 concentration. And that's an extremely useful information or data for us in order to plan our future seeding experiments.
The tech has worked in other parts of the world, from China to UAE, even Thailand, mostly to enhance rainfall or clear skies before major events. But Delhi's atmospheric conditions are different. Winter clouds here are often shallow, dry and unstable. There may not be enough moisture to trigger rain even with chemical help. As the meteorologists say, you can seed a cloud, but you can't create one. Still, Delhi is hopeful. The idea isn't to solve pollution overnight, but to see whether even a brief spell of induced rain can reduce particulate matter in the air. If successful, it could guide future interventions in other polluted cities too. However, rainfall can only wash the air, not the sources. Without cutting down emissions from vehicles, industries and stubble burning, clean air will remain a temporary visitor.
So that was cloud seeding for you, and hopefully in the future we get to see more accurate results and being used in other areas, not just for pollution. But talking about pollution, I strongly feel that cloud seeding should not be used for that, because we can battle pollution in different other ways. Policies can change, individuals can adopt different methods and technologies to curb pollution in their cities. But as far as the accuracy and the efficiency of this technology goes, I hope it improves in the future and it can give us better solutions to battle real world problems like drought and also agriculture. This next story is about travel. I mean, when you're visiting a different country, there are so many challenges that you have to go through, right? Sometimes the currency, sometimes network, or also the transportation. But how do you manage all of that? So I'm taking a trip around Barcelona, but I have these 5 or 6 essential gadgets that I'm using, and they, I feel, are absolutely essential when you are exploring a new country. So let me talk about these gadgets and how you can benefit from all of these. The most important thing when you land in a new country is connectivity. You want the internet for calling, social media, and even navigation. I've ditched the old school method of buying a physical SIM, and we all know international roaming packs are just too expensive. So I'm using Yoho eSIM, and honestly, this thing is a lifesaver. It's easy to install, register, and you can literally scan a QR code before your flight, and the moment you land, boom, your phone connects automatically to the local network. The plans for a week range between 700 to 1000 rupees depending on your usage. So no more hunting for a local SIM, no passport hassles, and no long queues. The best part is you can switch between countries in seconds, which is great for creators who are constantly on the move. It's like having a global data pass in your pocket. Next up is a travel adapter. If you've ever tried charging an Indian plug in Europe, you know the pain. This one adapter supports almost every plug type that you can think of. You even get the ones that come with multiple USB ports and even a USB-C slot. So you can charge your phone, tablet, smartwatch and headphones all at once. It's basically your portable charging hub. And with built-in surge protection, your gadgets stay safe even when hotel power sockets decide to play tricks on you.
The next two I want to talk about are the Meta Ray-Ban glasses and also the AirPods. Now, how they will benefit you, let me tell you that. Now, the Ray-Ban comes with AI inside. If I'm exploring the city, I can just talk to the AI and tell me what I have in front of me. So, for example, if there is a hotel or some kind of an architecture, I can just ask Meta AI what it is and it will give me a detailed explanation of that, which is fantastic. And the AirPods, by the way, the new one comes with a live translation. So if you press and hold both of these earbuds, it starts a live translation mode. So for example, if you don't understand the local language, you can initiate the live translation and get to interact with different people. And I feel these little things help you when you are trying to explore, trying to get to know places. And I feel these are absolutely essential for a traveler.
Next on my list is the OnePlus Pad. Now, when you travel as much as we do, carrying a laptop can feel like carrying gym equipment unless you have the MacBook Air. A tablet is light, fast and powerful enough to handle basic work on the go. I've been checking emails, watching Netflix and even editing short clips on this tablet. The display is smooth, the battery lasts all day, and with attached keyboard and stylus, it's like having a mini laptop. Perfect for productivity without the baggage. And finally, the savior, a wireless or wired power bank. For my trip, I'm using the StuffCool G2 wireless power bank that offers 10,000 mAh. That's enough to charge your phone from 0 to 100 almost twice. The best part is you also get a wire attached in case your phone does not support wireless charging. This one comes with a small LED to tell you exactly how much charge is left, which can come in handy. With 15-watt wireless and up to 35-watt wired charging, this gadget is a must if you are planning a trip. It's portable, charges via USB-C and even comes with a stand if you want to watch content, and also costs 4,000 rupees online.
So there you have it. These are some of the top recommendations that I have when you are traveling: the Yoho eSIM, the OnePlus Pad, the power bank, and also the Meta Ray-Ban glasses. Now remember, you can always add more items to this list to make your travel experience better. But the objective is to have these gadgets and worry less and get the best out of the place that you are exploring. So when the show started, I'm sure a lot of people were curious, why exactly is Cyrus in Barcelona? Now here is the information. I'm here for the launch of Oppo's latest flagship, the Find X9 Pro and also the Find X9. Now I have the Pro model with me, which I've been experiencing in Barcelona. But in terms of like specs, what does the camera offer and what do you get as a final customer? Let me tell you with a quick first look, and also I'll tell you what the attachment, that lens that you saw on the phone was, and how can it change the way you click pictures.
let's talk about the design. I think this is sort of a very minimalistic design. The smooth finish at the back, it is glass and feels very premium in the hand, and design wise they've really outdone themselves. It is screaming a lot of minimalism but not shying away from saying that it's premium. But what else do you get with this kind of a design philosophy? Let me talk about that as well. The Find X9 Pro comes with a 6.7-inch LTPO OLED display. That's 1.5K resolution also at play here. But the good part is you get 120 Hz adaptive refresh rate with this screen. All of the content is super smooth to watch, and I think if you're looking for premium experience as far as the display goes, this one is really good. You also get a super slim form factor, but the surprising bit is they have fitted a big battery inside of this phone, and you'd be surprised to know it houses a 7500 mAh battery, and in the heft-wise department, it's not that heavy. You get all of the dust and water certification with this one, so even if you drop it in the water, don't have to worry about it. Comprehensive design, and I'll definitely give some plus points here.
So I just wanted to highlight what Oppo has done this time. This is a teleconverter lens which basically helps you zoom into objects and just changes the way you do photography. And the thing is, it is not difficult to attach and use. So for example, if you have these camera lenses, you just attach it like a camera lens and start shooting. Now the experience has been great. I'll show you some samples that I've clicked with this one. But again, if you want to take your photography to the next level, something like this definitely comes in handy.
Now the other addition which is kind of really big for Oppo this time around is the rear camera setup. This one has a 200 megapixel camera. Now get this, if you go out into the market to find this kind of a camera setup with this kind of hardware specifications, it's difficult. But Oppo is saying we're not only giving you the numbers, we're also trying to give you the best quality possible. And just check out some of these samples that we have clicked with this phone, and it will give you a better idea of what the camera offers. However, we're not giving a review of this because we can't right now, but just a first look of what the camera can do. Now coming to the front, you get a 50 megapixel sensor, which again, I would say I'm very satisfied by what I've been using till now. The picture quality, again, we cannot give our reviews. However, first impressions, I would just say it is something that might redefine the way you click your selfies. But overall, I think it's a decent camera, and if you're looking for a good camera setup, this one can be on your consideration list. Moving on to the performance, this one is powered by a MediaTek 9500 chipset, which is built on the new 3nm processing architecture. Now, again, we have tested this one. We have run a couple of benchmarks, and this is the result that we are getting. However, we cannot comment anything on the performance. My experience as a daily driver has been decent enough. However, please wait for a comprehensive review of the smartphone. But other hardware specifications give you 16 GB of RAM, up to 1 TB of storage. So overall, I think it's giving you all of the premium flagship hardware specifications. It's just that maybe Color OS in terms of a UI experience might not be something that you like. It's very iPhone-esque, iOS 26-like what I've been experiencing right now, but you can't get rid of the bloat that you get on the phone. If you're okay with all of that, I think it's not a bad deal. So coming to the battery, which is indeed a big game changer, I feel 7500 mAh in this one, and also it gets topped up with 80 watt fast charging. You also get 50 watt wireless charging on this one. That's incredible if you consider smartphones today. However, in terms of usage, I have been again blown away by the kind of backup I've been getting. It's been almost 2 days now for me using this one, and I'm still at around 20%, which just speaks volumes of the kind of battery capacity this one is capable of offering. And this, by the way, is just like daily driver usage. Emails, WhatsApp, your Instagram, maybe a couple of games in between, watching videos. And despite all of those functionalities, I've been able to squeeze in almost 3 days. So yes, we will be giving you a comprehensive look at what the battery offers in our full review, but as far as big battery phones are concerned, without adding the extra bulk, this one looks it's done a good job.
So here's the thing. as sort of a verdict, I cannot give it right now because these are just the first impressions of the phone I'm giving, but I've been using it and the camera is absolutely spectacular. Now remember, this phone will be coming to India very soon, and in Europe it's been launched around 1300 euros and might not translate to that much in India, but we'll find out the pricing very soon. However, as a first impression, I would say the hardware just like is good. The camera is perfect, and if you really want to upgrade your camera game, this is the kind of smartphone that you should be vying for. But there's a lot of competition in the market. We wouldn't be wanting to give you a final verdict on this one. Wait for the full review. But as far as first impressions go, this one is right up there. That's a wrap on this edition of the Tech Today Show. Hopefully you enjoyed the show. If there is any other technology that you would want us to talk about, please let us know, and I promise I will indeed get you all of that. More tech coming your way, but as for this episode, this is Cyrus saying goodbye from the beautiful city of Barcelona. Hasta luego everyone. Take care.